MacVoices TV at Macworld 2010 is sponsored by Smile on My Mac, the makers of great productivity software like PDF Pen, Text Expander, and Disk Label. Visit them at smileonmymac.com. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and this is MacVoices TV on the show floor at Macworld 2010. We wish you were here because we're having a good time. We're in the ScanSnap booth talking to Michael about the newest offerings from FuJitsu and ScanSnap. Michael, welcome to MacVoices TV.
Oh, thank you very much for having us.
Okay, so what do you got going new at the show? You all have sort of carved out a niche here in scanning, image document scanning and that kind of thing with the hardware and the software.
That's correct. Actually, FuJitsu makes document imaging devices for businesses and industry. In about 7 years, we provided or produced a device for basically people like you and me in a personal or a small business environment.
And as things get more complex, we're all tired of paper. We want to get something that organizes us and gets rid of all this stuff. And you guys are one of the solution providers.
That's correct. It's about really reducing paper in our world and basically managing that content in a more effective way.
Can you take us through a little bit about what you're offering?
Certainly. So we've had our desktop version, the S1500M, for quite some time. We're now introducing the ScanSnap S1300, which is our mobile version of our document scanner. But it still retains a lot of the same performance characteristics of a desktop version. What I mean by that is that it's still a multi-function device, a multi-page device. I can stack up to 10 pages in the automatic document feeder. It's double-sided, so it's got a front and back side camera, and can scan through documents at about 8 pages per minute.
That's a good bit for a mobile scanner.
Oh, absolutely. And what makes it exceptionally mobile is that it can be USB bus powered. So it does come with an AC adapter, but you can take it on the road if you don't have an AC power outsource.
So I scan my documents, or I drop them in this device, I should say, and then what happens next?
The ScanSnap process is meant to be easy. So you stack your documents in, you push one button, and it scans them through. The concept here is to make it very, very simple. I didn't have to make any switch settings or do anything. I just go ahead, put the documents in, push the button, and it scans them through.
And as the viewers can see, you put in documents of different sizes, different textures, a little bit of everything. It's just pulling them right through, no problem.
That's right. This scanner scans at about 8 pages per minute, double-sided. So even though that sheet goes through a little bit crooked, it's going to go ahead and make the correction on the back side, so I don't have to worry about it. And that's what really makes ScanSnap wonderful. So inside of here, I can take the content that I just scanned and immediately scan it into a folder. And you can see that the pages that I just scanned through have automatically been cropped, de-skewed. Even though that one went through a little bit crooked, it's automatically been corrected. I can scan it to a local folder, a network folder, or into my iDisk. I can go ahead and take that scan and immediately push it into my email by saving the attachment name and then dropping it into an email. I can also take it and make it into an editable form by scanning it into Word or into Excel. So we've added more intelligence into the scanning offering.
Now when you say scanned into Word or Excel, is it coming in as a graphic or is it being OCR'd?
Well, that's what's great about it, is it actually creates it into an editable document. So I'm going to go ahead and save this off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan through a document like this, which has a lot of text and graphics on it. I take the document, push the button, it's going to scan through. And once it comes up, I'm going to get the quick menu, which is going to allow me to decide what I want to do with this. I could send it to a folder or to email, but in this case, I'm going to go ahead and scan it right into Microsoft Word for Office. So what it's going to do is it's literally going to invoke the fine reader functionality. It's going to analyze that document, determine the text, and if I have Word on my system, which I don't need, but if I have it, it will automatically launch that application and bring it up into the application. This is a fully editable document. So I've just literally created an editable document so I can create a new bullet if I want to by simply just typing into the computer. I can make a new bullet and off I'm running.
Okay, that's impressive. That's scary impressive.
Isn't it though?
How clean a document, how specific a document, say if I tore a page out of a magazine that I wanted to do this to, how well will that work given the paper differences and the inevitable font differences? Because obviously this is a demo piece.
Right. This will handle basic text, and this is a relatively complicated document, but something that's too aggressive, like a black background with a lot of graphics, it's not going to be able to OCR and recreate that like desktop publishing. But it really is meant for a utility for repurposing or reproducing documents that are standard text.
Are there any organizational capabilities built into this as far as automating things as to where they're scanned or when they're scanned?
Well, the system is designed under either the quick menu where you can scan and then decide what you want to do with it, or you can create customizable profiles. So inside of the ScanSnap Manager, I can access it, turn off my quick menu, and now I can actually produce independent customized profiles. So if I want to, I could create a profile for Mary or a profile for Bob, and then before I scan, I can select it through the manager by just right-clicking once. So I'll go ahead and turn off this. Left-click once on the icon, and now I get immediate access to all the profiles. If I create my own, I can go ahead and then designate that content for that specific location.
Very cool. So what does the desktop scanner have that the mobile doesn't, other than probably speed, I would think?
A couple of things. The desktop version comes with a full version of Adobe Acrobat 8 Professional, very expensive application that comes with it, which is very useful for people that collaborate with PDF content. So if you're going to use that PDF and collaborate with it, send it and share it, and change and modify, then Adobe Acrobat's very useful for that. Also for digital signatures and security requirements. It also has higher performance, as you mentioned. This is 20 pages per minute versus 8 pages per minute. It has a 50-page automatic document feeder versus a 10-page automatic document feeder. This one obviously is only AC powered, whereas the mobile version is USB bus powered as well as AC.
What do we cost to take one or both of them home?
The desktop version is $495 list. The mobile version is $295 list. There is no Adobe Acrobat with the mobile version, but the lower performance and the other software features that I've described here are in both applications. Yeah.
I travel to Macworld. It would be nice to have this, so I don't have to take paper home. Just scan everything, receipts, ticket stubs, everything, and you've got it all right in your Mac.
Exactly. Being more productive in a paperless world. That's our motto, really.
Yeah, we could all use that. Where do the viewers go to find out more about this?
All the major e-tailers, so your Amazon.com, your Costco.com, trusted sites that you purchase online is where you can find ScanSnap.
And if they want to get more information about the product before buying?
Yeah, thanks for asking. We have a new site, ScanSnapCommunity.com. It's all one word. You can go there. We have a wonderful array of videos, tech tips. There's an Ask the Experts section, so you can ask questions about it. And it really is a utility that not only demonstrates the product, but allows people who have already purchased it to really capitalize and utilize all those features that are in the product.
Very good, very nice. Michael, thank you for the time.
Thank you so much.
I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices TV at Macworld 2010. We'll be back with even more from the show floor soon. Thanks for watching. MacVoices TV at Macworld 2010 is sponsored by Smile on My Mac, the makers of great productivity software like PDF Pen, Text Expander, and Disk Label. Visit them at smileonmymac.com. MacVoices TV is part of the MacVoices Group and a member of Mac Level 10.